So the common belief is that exact match gives you the absolute control. It gives you the best ACOS and gives you the most control. All of that is true, but that's not everything that we need in an advertising account. Far from that. Yes, exact match gives us predictability. It gives us control. It gives us absolute precision on where we're bidding. Except in sponsor brands, you can go crazy with sponsor brands. A few months ago, it started to go absolutely nuts, but that's another topic. But it limits discovery and new demand and very expansion, which you can only get with phrase and broad. Now, I know what some of you guys will think. Well, broad is gonna give me so many different clicks and that I'm gonna be wasting a lot of budget. Yes, that's very often the case, but with proper control, you can minimize that. Broad will give you more search terms. It will give you will be amazed what people actually click, sorry, what they actually type to get to your products. Sometimes it's even funny, and you can only get that with broad match. It really gives you more data that you can then build and scale after that. Of course, if you have a proper structure, as I talked in my yesterday's video. Without broad, your account is going to be like a closed loop. You're only targeting exact match keywords. Even if you have thousands of them, that's still going to be limiting. You would leave so many opportunities on the table. That would be unbelievable, because with broad and phrase, that's a whole new level. If you limited your account through exact match, yes, that's the lazy way to get stable ACOS, and it's never gonna change almost. But your competitors are grabbing all of that additional customer search terms and expanding on that. They are using that and exact match, the new one that they found you haven't, because they use broad match and phrase match. Yes, at one point you will maybe have to make a decision. Once when you harvested so many new search terms and keywords from broad, you may think about adding more negatives in the phrase. Actually, you can use these advanced techniques like ngram to find the actual words that drive no ACOS too high or just do not produce any sales at all. And then it's a living thing. It's an ongoing process to optimize the broad campaigns, but the benefit is really, really high. Now I've called here phrase match the mid funnel weapon. I don't know, kind of that's what I wanted to show you. Yes, it is, but for phrase match, I like the most about it because it gives you the balance between exact match and broad match. Phrase match really gives you the opportunity to bid on a certain phrase that's relevant for your product, but still adding additional words before and after the certain keyword. And that's really like a not a blend, but it's more like a, as I said, it's middle ground between craziness of broad match and strictness of exact match. Phrase match is one of my favorites because it really brings good. Most of the time, it brings really profitable ads. One more thing, it's sometimes there is no general rule. Broad is gonna be the best or exact or phrase. It's all about testing what your competition is doing. Very often, you may end up in a situation where so many competitors maybe are sleeping on broad because it's very hard to control in your subcategory. But then again, if you do a proper job there, that could be a gold mine for you. So it's not just the match type, it's about also having a proper structure. Every campaign has to be in the specific exact match only, or broad match only, or phrase match, because it gives you the absolute control to see what's happening. And when your account expands, you need to have the ability to pinpoint where is the exact campaign that may be causing additional ad spend, or if you want to push a certain keyword, or just find additional search terms for a certain keyword that's relevant to your product because you're updating your SEO, and then you add an additional keyword in there, and then you just want to push it a little bit. You will do that with exact, but you want to expand on those and see what's trending. If something spiked on Google Trends, you want to be able to capture that momentum. Now, as a short example, I'll give you the popular search like magnesium glycinate or whatever 400 milligrams. If you do that in exact match, you will be missing best magnesium for sleep. You'll be missing magnesium for anxiety, no diarrhea, very important. Magnesium supplement for women over 40. So you see, even if this one is converting crazy and that's cool, you're having good ACOS, everybody's happy. It may be that this is just the top of the iceberg, and then you're having, I don't know, 100 sales per day over here, but there are maybe 2000 under these three. No, I'm not saying, just it could be the case very, very easily. If your entire strategy is around exact match, you're not controlling the market, you're limiting it. You're limiting your growth. So pay attention to this, work with your team who's managing your advertising, make sure that you're using all three match types all four mesh types. I haven't mentioned broad mesh modified. That's maybe too much for this video, but that's something that's really powerful and can also generate a bunch of new search terms. But anyway, we can talk more about it in the comment section, and see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye bye.